In this second video on ratio, we're going to look at how you simplify a ratio. So just like before in our first video, what we need to do is to get the ratio first for this first example of triangles to hearts. So exactly the same process. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles, and I've got 3 hearts. So the ratio of triangles to hearts is 6 to 3. Now if I look at those two numbers, 6 and 3, I can see that they are both in my 3 times table. And what I'm thinking about is I'm thinking about my 3 times table, and 3 multiplied by what gives me 6, and 3 multiplied by what gives me 3. So the ratio of triangles to hearts, which is 6 to 3, can now be simplified to 2 to 1. For when we're doing calculations, that can often be a much simpler way and a set of numbers to use. Now, your turn. Can you try in your jotter and can you look at the ratio of hearts to squares and simplify it? Press pause, and then when you've done the work in your jotter, unpause it and see if your solution matches. Time to check your turn. So in this case, we've got 4 to 6. The ratio of hearts to squares is 4 to 6. Now look at the two numbers. They are both in the 2 times table. 2 times what is equal to 4? 2 times 2. And 2 times what is equal to 6? 2 times 3. So the ratio of hearts to squares is 4 to 6, and that simplifies to 2 to 3. Now for just some numerical examples. I'm going to do these 3 worked examples, and then we'll pause the video and you can do your turn. So I'm looking at the ratio of 4 to 8. And again, I'm just thinking about my multiplication tables. Which times table are both 4 and 8 in? And I know in my head they're both in the 4 times table. So I'm now thinking 4 times what gives me 4? The answer is 1. 4 times what gives me 8? The answer is 2. So the ratio of 4 to 8 simplifies to 1 to 2. Looking at this next one, 15 to 25. Again, thinking of my times tables, I can see that they are both in the 5 times table. And I'm going to think again, my 5 times table, 5 times what is 15? The answer is 3. 5 times what is 25? The answer is 5. And this ratio, 15 to 25, simplifies to 3 to 5. Now this third one, a little bit different. I'm thinking of which times table are both of these going. Well, my knowledge of times tables really only goes up to 12, but I can spot straight away that what I can do is, they are both in the 10 times table. The 10 times table, so 10 times what is equal to 60? The answer is 6. 10 times what is equal to 20? The answer is 2. But I've spotted something there. There's another times table that both 6 and 2 are in. 6 and 2 are both in the 2 times table. So I have to go on a second stage, and again I can think 2 times what is equal to 6? The answer is 3. And 2 times what is equal to 2? The answer is 1. So the ratio actually simplifies all the way from 60 to 20 down to 3 to 1. Now, you might be able to spot with this 10 and 2. What I could have done is spotted straight away that that is 20. And I could have jumped straight from spotting that. These are both in my 20 times table. And that 20 times 3 is equal to 60, and 20 times 1 is equal to 20. So you don't have to go for this middle one. You can jump straight from this to the final answer. Now, have a look at your turn. Keep the video paused so you can do that in your jotter, and then unpause the video when you finish them, and I'll give you the solution. The solutions to your turn. So in this one here, I'm looking at the 5 times table, and 5 times by what gives me 5? 5 times 1. 5 times by what gives me 10. 2. It is a ratio 1 to 2. The second one, I'm spotting that as my 4 times table, and it's going to simplify to 3 to 4. And this final one, I'm spotting it's my 10 times table, and it'll simplify to 3 to 1. There's now a practice exercise for you to try.